is a fantastic day, everybody, because I just came back from my dad's birthday dinner, and we are still on the podium, everybody. We're still number 8th in the world. I think when I left for the dinner today, I was 6th place, so we did drop 2 places, but we're still on the podium, which is good news. We're about 2 wins away from 3,600 to today, guys. In this video, we're going to go for top 1 in the world with the tankiest comp in the game, the Brawlers comp. Okay, we get Master Arena. Don't like this, don't like this one at all because I don't think this one's very high skill because you get punished for pivoting because you need to keep your cards in the same place. So I actually really just don't like this modifier. But anyways, guys, we're gonna use the Brawlers comp in today's video, and the reason why Brawlers are so good is because you don't even have to use 4. You could use 2 Brawlers and you could still get a insane buff because it'll double, or not necessarily double, but it'll boost the HP of your entire team. So guys, let's get this Goblin and let's go for the E-Giant. We're just gonna have to farm here. So I think what my strategy here will be is we're gonna farm, and then once we get that first break of Elixir, we're gonna recomp in one round just so we can preserve this boost for as long as we can. And I think what I'm gonna do here, guys, I'll probably just grab the spear. Guys. And I think what I'll do here is I'll probably just Spirit Goblin, because my Spirit Goblin, I believe, will stay in for longer. And I don't think I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'm not going to sell. I could have sold the E-Giant and upgraded the Spirit Goblin, but I don't really see a reason to do that. And let's check our opponents here, guys. They have the Knight, the Exy, the Prince, the Archer, and the Barb. Okay, so the Barb and the Prince are kind of what we need. Everything else is chill for now, I'd say. So let's upgrade the Spirit Goblin. We have a lot of HP, which is good stuff. Let's upgrade that. Boom. Perfect stuff, everybody. Let's get the Giant Skeleton. Guys, I swear this is the first game I'm playing. Let's, you know what? We're going to take this round to recomp. So let's go do that really quickly. Sure, we can do that. And upgrade him. Archer. I guess this is fine for now. I'm just going to leave the Goblin Machine in there just so I can get that nice 2 Goblin synergy going. And then my Giant Skeleton, of course, and my Barb are both high level. I mean, we're not going to get the buff from the Master Arena, but we do get... They're high level, so it kind of cancels out. We should be able to survive the round, I believe. And at least if we lose, we won't take that much damage. That's pretty good, I would say. We have the Giant Skeleton and the Barb. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually, I'm pretty set up for 4 Brawlers. So it's always situational. You don't always want to go 4 Brawlers if a lot of them are contested. But in this case, I'm probably just going to go for it. So let's grab that. Is it a merge? Spirit Goblin, okay. We could sell, I'll say, the Valkyrie. Go for that. And then ideally, though, I would want a good merge here. So we can go for the Executioner. Maybe sell the Bandit here. Just farm a little bit here for the... Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to go for the Mega Knight here for now. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit rough, but I'm actually going to go for the Mega Knight, and I just need to get the Prince, and then we will get our 4 Brawlers going. So I think the 4 Brawlers actually in this scenario is pretty good, just because, I mean, again, we had a pretty good start, so nothing was contested, so I could really just go 4 Brawlers off the bat. I actually don't think we're going to survive. We're not going to win the round. But we're going to hopefully kill the Barb. Okay, we get the Barb, so we only lose 3 HP, which is not terrible. And now our comp is set up in a pretty good spot, I would say. So we can upgrade him. Let's get the E-Giant here. And ideally, I would want the Prince if we could get that. So I'm just going to keep selling these guys just until we get a Prince to use. Prince, very good stuff here, guys. We're going to sub the Prince in. And then I think what I'll do is I'll probably sell the Goblin. And then... We can actually just put in a Knight. And in doing so, we juggernaut all of our Brawlers. So, guys, the reason this comp is so powerful is because you have your 4 Brawlers and you have your 2 Juggernauts that shield up your 4 Brawlers. So they're basically extra beefy. They have the HP buff, but they also have the shield to provide a bit more HP, which is extremely powerful here, guys. And we're going to get a lot of damage onto these guys. I will say that the only flaw is that you don't really have a lot of damage. So a lot of the strength is that, yeah, your guys just will not die, which is really good. But you also won't do too much damage unless your guys are all leveled up. So unfortunately there, the bomb does explode a bit late for us. But hopefully this is going to be a little bit tough, guys, I'll say. But we need to try and merge some more cards that we have here, guys. So I need to lock in a little bit and hopefully just get some merges here, I'd say. So we could go for that guy. We could go for him. Maybe is it possible to 3-star the Knight? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. We could go for the machine here. And I don't think we can upgrade the knight. So we could go for the prince there, I would say. I think that's it, to be honest, guys. We have our... This is the true test. Okay, we're up against a really strong comp here, guys. We're up against basically Rangers, and Rangers are actually pretty good. Towards the beginning of the season, everyone is kind of crapping on Rangers, saying that they're bad. But Rangers are actually very good. Now that Assassins aren't as common, that's the key part. Because Rangers were pretty useless just because Assassins were just so rampant towards the beginning of the season. But now that Assassins aren't as powerful, Rangers are definitely a lot stronger. Hopefully we do get the kill on this Dark Goblin. Oh my gosh, we barely get the kill. Dude, we had 1 second left. That was almost the end of us. Oh my god. But do you guys see what I mean though, right? This comp literally just does not die. It's actually insane. Like, this comp is literally immortal, which is so strong here. Let's see if we can actually get a merge. I think I just unfortunately have to sell that just for the sake of getting a more elixir. So hopefully in return we do upgrade some more cards. Maybe another 3-star would kind of be very good for us. If not though, that's fine. Valkyrie, baby dragon, archer. Alright guys, this is not gonna look like we get another 3-star unfortunately, but let's go for this giant skeleton. I mean, it's the last round to be fair, so we'll see how this comp fares. Again, this comp literally doesn't die. As you saw in the past round, it goes into overtime, right? Because this comp literally doesn't die, so this is a great way to stall out opponents, but you can also deal massive damage with your giant skeleton. Now guys, you don't always have to run Brawlers with 4. The only reason I'm running it now is because, yeah, the Brawlers are pretty available, I'd say. But in a lot of games, you do want to grab the 2 Brawlers instead. But guys, I think this game is actually going to expire, interestingly. So let's see who wins the tie. I actually think I might get 2nd place. Yeah, we get 2nd place there, unfortunately. But it is a win, and let's go to the next game. Alright, guys, after that first win, we are now number 6 in the world, guys. Let's grab the... I would say let's grab the Spirit Goblin here, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get any merge or any 2 goblins there, which is not ideal, but... Look, if you get bad RNG, the one rule of thumb is you have to at least preserve HP to have a chance. If you preserve HP and you get bad RNG, that's not the worst because you could still come back in the later rounds. But if you lose both, if you have bad RNG and you lose HP, it's kind of cooked. I think we do win this just because the Skeleton Dragons are pretty trash. So hopefully we'll take this first round win. But guys, again, as I was saying, you don't have to run Brawlers with 4. Oftentimes you will do 2 Brawlers. And a lot of times you'll do 2 Brawlers, 2 Juggernauts, sort of a mix and match there. But anyways, guys, I think, let me check my opponents here really quick before I buy this next card. Let's just go for the Executioner there. That should be fine. And then I think what I'll do is I'll probably grab the Valkyrie just for the clan. And then what I'll probably do is, let's see, what's better against this guy? I think we'll just sell this and go for the Goblin here. And look, the reason I did that is because I just want the Goblin trade. We're going to get destroyed because this guy got crazy 2nd round RNG, guys. 2 stars. But at least we will get a Goblin in the next round, so it's pretty salvageable. He does have a Giant Skeleton, Knight, Barb. 2 mages. Okay, so he's a Giant Skeleton, Barb. That's sort of what we need, so just keep that as a mental note. Just keeping in mind of what cards he has that maybe could be in one of the comps we'll try to go for. But anyways, guys, let's go for the Wizard now. Now that we have that in mind, get that merge. Let's go for the Wizard here. Skeleton Dragons, and unfortunately, we do not get anything more than that. So I think I'm just going to stay for one more round at least. And the reason I'm doing this is because, look, I have the 2 Goblins secured. I have a 2-star Goblin, so our comp isn't, like, terrible right now. I mean... I don't know if we're going to win, and what I will do is I'll probably just separate these 2 because I don't want the Wizard and the Baby Dragon to get too much splash damage value. Yeah, and it turns into a bunny there, so that's like fine, honestly. I don't actually know if we're going to win. We have the clan, but he does have kind of more expensive cards, and he has 2 double tricks. I think we're actually going to win, though, so that's pretty good. Let's see. He has a Prince, the Barb. Prince, Barb. And I think somebody had the Giant Skeleton. That could have been the same guy, but... Anyways, what we're going to do here is we're just going to farm first, and then we could try to figure out our comp later. So let's just farm first real quick. Let's get the merge here. I guess it's not a merge, but let's go for him, and we just are going to farm like crazy here, everybody. Let's go for the Giant Skeleton. Let's go for the Archer. Honestly, I'm down to keep him for now. We could upgrade the Goblin, sort of. Archer, we don't actually really need that. We could go for the Mega Knight, though, because we're probably going to need him in the future, I'd say. So, how about we do this? We have double goblin, which is pretty good. And we just have double undead. And we have a Mega Knight in there. So a pretty decent like intermediate comp. What you'll do in a lot of cases is, yeah, you're not going to have a full comp ready, but you just kind of want to leave your 2 stars in there so that you have a pretty good chance at winning the round. But let's see, our opponent has, it looks like clan he has. This guy is, for some reason, sticking with mages. So actually, we can go for brawlers here. If you check, what I like to do is swipe through, I look at the traits. Nobody has a brawlers trait, so we should be pretty chill for now, I'd say. Let's grab that card, and then what I think I'll do is I'll probably just sell both of those, and we could honestly go for like a full, yeah, we already have a full brawler. I mean, like, pretty conveniently we could just go full brawler here, which is pretty good. So let's sell this guy, and then let's just try to get some upgrades here, guys. Upgrade the Mega Knight, pretty good stuff. We could throw in the Knight here, and I think we're in a pretty decent spot, I'd say. We can grab the Mega Knight, and then maybe we can get like another merge onto the Skelly King. Okay, it doesn't look like it. I was gonna say, we did sell our 1-star Skeleton King. I was like, maybe we could get another Skeleton King merge, and now we get, unfortunately, a little too late, unfortunately, but, I mean, what could you really do there? I think what I'll do is I'll grab the Giant Skeleton, because there's no point for me to grab the Skeleton King, because as you saw, our opponent there had a 1-star Skeleton King. Yeah, as you can see right there, so, I mean, it's not possible for us to even get a 3-star Skeleton King at this point, so, I mean, might as well just grab a Giant Skeleton and maybe get the 3-star, but hopefully we can stall him out. It doesn't look like it. We unfortunately do lose. But I think we might... Yes, we actually face a dead guy. That's brilliant. I have a theory on how the matchmaking works, and I'll kind of let you guys know in a bit. But I think what I'll do here is I'll sell that guy. And I think... Okay, we could sell those guys. I think what I might do here is I might pivot to, like, throwers? I could try to pivot to throwers, I would say. Just because none of our opponents has the throwers at the moment. So I think that could actually be pretty good. We could do that. And I was gonna say we could just sell a lot of our stuff to try to farm off, or not during the game, during the match. But this guy's comp is actually pretty decent, so I don't really want to underestimate it or do anything like that. So I think I'll just leave some of my strong troops in there. Just secure the win. No need to throw the win. Hopefully one of these guys does lose. But it would have to be the Japanese player. But the Japanese player looks like he's kind of winning right now. He has a pretty good comp. It's going to be really close to which could actually clutch up here. The muskets, the executioner gets a juicy shot, but unfortunately it's just not enough, guys. It's just not enough. So we're unfortunately against the witch player here. I think I'm going to sell that guy. And then maybe we could get, ideally, like a 3-star. Maybe? I don't even know if it's possible, but... We could try at least upgrading the Mega Knight. And I don't think anybody has, like, the regular Knight. So we should be chill for now. I think I'm actually going to just risk it and try going for the Mega Knight here. Nice. We actually do get the Mega Knight. That's actually huge stuff, guys. Okay, I'm going to sell the Musketeer. Wow. So he wasn't blocking, which is beautiful, guys. Let's go ahead and sell him. I think the Goblin Machine will definitely be more helpful there. And he does 3-star... the Electro Giant, and I actually haven't seen the Electro Giant played as frequently here, guys, so I'm pretty interested to see how it performs. But I think what I'll do here is I might actually just go for a Goblin Machine off onto the side here while we do play this game, and maybe I'm able to 3-star it. We'll see. But unfortunately, it kind of looks like our team is getting destroyed, and we might actually lose the game. Wow, actually, well played to this guy. Unfortunately, we are going to lose the second match, but... we barely almost got second. That's so close, guys. Anyways, on to the next game. All right, guys, on to the next match, and we get the Ascension modifier. Okay, so we do get the merge here. I was gonna say, like, the worst sight you could... Okay, that's extremely good, guys. I was gonna say the worst sight you could have when you load into a game is getting the Skeleton Dragons first, because the Skeleton Dragons, in my opinion, honestly, at this point, I think they're the worst card in the game, because... they're the only card where the ability is actually, like, pretty bad for you because it takes time for them to load the ability. They should probably rework the card to make the ability... yeah, see, look at that. Like, he stops shooting. The ability is terrible. Anyways, guys, what we're going to do is we're just going to farm initially. We're going to grab the Ascension later. And, yeah, that's fine for now. I think I'll just go for the Thrower's trait, so not too bad, guys. But we're probably going to go for maybe, I would say, a Skeleton King, ideally, I would say, to put in the Ascension. For now with the Brawlers, and I think the biggest problem, or one of the only problems the Brawlers comp has, is that it lacks a ranged DPS, and what I mean by that is basically if they have a very strong backline, like you saw in the last game against the Witch, we have no good way of dealing with it. For example, we don't have like assassins or, you know, Baby Dragon with Splash to deal with the Witch. You know, just can't deal with it. But against other fighting comps like Juggernauts, it is very good. That's actually phenomenal. Let's actually just farm for a little bit here, and I think, we could actually go for the Golden Knight here. I'm actually not opposed to that. And the reason is because I could actually just go Brawlers. I could just go kind of a mix and match, like maybe Brawlers, two Juggernauts, Assassins. That could not be bad. And we could actually, because we have such a good start, we could use our Spear Goblin just to kind of farm a bit on his own. We don't have to sell the Golden Knight. What you would do in a lot of cases with Ascension is you'd actually just sell your 3-star just to farm. But obviously that's a bit bad because you have a free 3-star, but you kind of have to do it in a lot of cases. So let's actually claim that. Let's do that. And then I think what I'll do is I'll just farm for a little bit. Try to go for like 2 Juggernauts like there. That's pretty good. We can merge that. And then we could try going for... Well, let's just see what we get here, guys. Let's just see what we get. Let's merge and sell that guy. I think I'll actually just do this. And let's just put our guy in for now. And then maybe what I could do is... Okay, for now, we're just going to put him in. I actually could have just thrown in the Goblin there. I just realized in hindsight, but of course it's all hindsight. Let's just go merge this guy. And let's try to farm a bit off the side into the match. And let me think about what comp I could go for here, guys. Remember that you don't have to go 4 Brawlers. You get crazy Golden Knight. We actually eliminate him. Really good stuff, guys. This is why I love Ascension. Actually, I think I probably do want to go for the... I probably do want to go... That's really good. Yeah, we could actually just do this. And I think I'll go for him. And let's see what we can get here. Maybe we can get like a Goblin Machine. I feel like Goblin Machine low-key could be pretty good here, guys. But we'll see. We could sell the Mega Knight. We could go for the Valkyrie here. And then I think... let's do this. Let's do this. Hello, my game is like kind of bugging out a little bit. But let's do this. Let's double shield. And yeah, we do leap over and we go for his throwers there. Or his fire, excuse me. But unfortunately, as you guys just saw, he does have the 3-star... Oh my gosh, they just completely obliterated him. But he has the 3-star Goblin Machine, so we have to go for something else. What I probably will go for here is maybe like a Mega Knight, I would say. We could probably put him up there and then put the Prince in for now. Actually, didn't need to buy that, but we could just go in for like a Mega Knight, I think is what I'll probably do. Maybe substitute it for the Valkyrie. I'm not going to sell the Valkyrie, though, because he has the Valk in his comp, so we probably don't want to do that. I think I want to go for a regular Stab Goblin, though, ideally. Maybe if I can get a freaking merge here, guys. Okay. That was a little bit awkward, everybody. I'm not gonna lie. We just did not get a merge there for quite a while. But it's all okay. I think, yeah, he does anti-assassin, so maybe I probably have to check placement next time we do win. But I think our comp is just so... Oh my god, the Golden Knight is broken, guys. What a crazy third game. But other than that, guys, Brawlers are so freaking good.